Franklin. Welcome back to Dreams of Music and Makeup, or if you are new here, welcome here. Hi, I'm glad to have you. Consider subscribing if you are interested in beauty videos, as I am putting out one video a week right now. I'm looking forward to getting back to 2 videos a week for you guys here really soon. Today, I thought I would walk you through a couple of regret purchases for one reason or another that are sitting in front of me, and I just thought I need to explain to you guys before these just disappear from my collection. Let's briefly talk about these disappointing products that I have purchased so I can throw them away or recycle them or hand them off to someone else who will love them, because I will handle these appropriately, I promise. One of you requested a video on this, and I had originally said that I would do that. I have not done this before, but I did change my mind on that front, and I wasn't able to find that comment, so I apologize. I am not going to be doing a video for you on this Ordinary foundation. I have owned both formulations of their foundation, and I enjoy neither. Neither enough to give it a full video, neither enough to even apply it in front of you on camera, let alone a wear test. This one that I held on to a little bit longer is the Coverage Foundation. You can see it's far too light for me. The next step up, which I got in the other formula of the foundation, didn't match me either. It's a very bizarre undertone that they consider neutral, and in some cases it's very yellow. That was my experience with the other formulation, which I have since decluttered. I tried wearing this a couple more times after reading that comment because I was like, why don't I reach for this anymore? And it's awful. It truly just sheds off my skin like nothing else, and it's very, very greasy. I don't find it to be very flattering. It's too light for me, so because it's so full coverage, it just looks bad. Their online inventory as far as colors and such, it wasn't as easy for me to shop as I had hoped, so I ended up with wrong colors, and I really didn't like the formulations of the foundation either, so I just kind of left it there. This next foundation, I actually reviewed for you guys in a video, and I am just not reaching for it for the same reason that I mentioned in that video, and I have since seen several other YouTubers and other beauty influencers talk about this foundation, and in other shades they have this same issue. True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I picked up L30. This is more my summer shade, but this has some unusual white particulates that aren't fully incorporated into this formula, that just kind of sit atop the skin and look bizarre. I mean, they can be removed. It's kind of a tedious process, and then you're trying to rebuild coverage for some that you lost, but anyway, this I just don't feel that is worth it. I can get other foundations from the drugstore that give me a beautiful finish that I don't have to work that hard for. If you guys have bought colors that do not have that white ball sensation thing happening, please let us know in that comment section down below. This next product I truly thought was a repackaging of something that is tried and true in my collection, and that is the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. This is a very different powder, and I wish I had saved the packaging, but I didn't. And I believe this is also $3. It might be $4. But this round packaging is not the same product as that little square box that comes with that tiny little brush, the HD Under Eye Setting Powder. That is a different product. This product number is 81511, 81510. So this is a different product number. They look very similar. I thought it was going to be just a larger packaging of this product, which I was excited for. But when I tested this out, every time that I used this to set my under eye concealer, it creased, and it did not perform the same way that that other powder does that I love. So for that reason, I'm getting rid of this. I'm not going to test it anymore. It has made me look like a fool one too many times, and I'm over it. By the way, brief health update. I actually did get sick again after that last video I filmed. I was sick for about 2 weeks before going to the doctor and getting diagnosed with a sinus infection. So I am on day 4 or 5 of antibiotics and steroids now, and starting to feel a little more human, thank God. I've been losing my mind. I am someone who's very type A, who always needs to be doing something. It's really hard when I get sick because that doesn't really go away. So the brand is Seche Vite, and I know that they are notorious for their Super Shine top coat. And I have used that at various points in my life, and I did enjoy it. I needed a new ridge-filling base coat, I thought. This was certainly not the answer. This had my polish peeling off in sheets. This was super thick and goopy, like the top coat that they make, and so therefore it put on such a thick layer that I feel like it took too long to dry, and then my whole nail polish could like peel off in one nice full sheet, which is really satisfying when you have a terrible habit of picking at your nail polish. But it's not exactly beneficial to long-term wear. So I was really disappointed. This was one of those things where it was the only ridge filler I could find at Ulta. I asked the girl, I was like, you know, this was the only one I could find. Is it okay? She was like, yeah, I use that one and I really like it. And I bought it and it's awful. It's absolutely terrible. So I hope that girl is telling me the truth. Everyone's chemistry is different, so she very well could be, but I hope that wasn't one of those like, oh yeah, it's the only one we carry, so of course it's great. Could have totally been one of those moments, and I fell for it. This ColourPop Brow Boss pencil. Impulsively, I saw it in an Ulta store on an end cap and was just like, ooh, I can see the colors now, like let's pick one. This is one of those double-ended brow pencils. If you are interested in seeing one of these affordable pencils in action, I just filmed another one of these videos today with a different brand, so I will link that for you if it is up before this one. This is, again, in the shade taupe. I'm not going to swatch it for you because I read the ingredients when I got home, and it contains my allergen. And I would like to think that I read 100% of labels 100% of the time, but the reality is I get so fatigued from looking for castor oil in every ingredients list that every once in a while I'll be like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. And then I get home and I'm looking at my receipt and I'm looking at my ingredients list and I'm like, gosh dang it, Jacqueline, why'd you just waste gas driving home with something you can't even use? Lost the receipt for this thing. There's someone else in my life who I'm going to gift this to who can get some good use out of it, so that's going to work out. I'm really frustrated that everybody insists on putting castor oil in everything. While it is helpful for some, it is detrimental to me, so please stop. This I'm really saddened by. I had a sample of this for the longest time and it took me a while to go through. I really enjoyed this and it's just one of those things where I feel like the full size is different. I don't know why, but this is the Bliss Triple Oxygen Bubble Mask. I feel like this is way overstripping. Every time I've used it, I feel like my skin feels tight, like I used hand soap on my face, like so tight. Quite a foamy mask. I mean, that's kind of what it's doing, but I didn't experience that with the smaller size, so I'm not entirely sure what happened here. But again, I can't find my receipt. It's been so long, and now I don't really want to give it to someone because it might not be good, but maybe I'll give it to my oily skinned friend because maybe that could be helpful for her. But I really don't know. I'm saddened by this because I don't know when they changed the formula, and I really did like it. This next one gets my blood boiling a little bit, and that is because this was from a new retailer that I had never shopped before. I'm 99% sure I got a fraudulent product. This is the Davines Medium Hold Modeling Gel. I picked mine up on Overstock.com. And I had read reviews and stuff and I wanted to make sure it was legit. It seemed to be. It didn't smell right when it got here. It smelled faintly like the fragrance that I know is in this product because it's a product that my hairdresser uses on me. The reason why I remember drawing attention to it is because of the smell. And within 2 or 3 uses, the smell is completely gone. So they didn't even take the time to try to mix the fragrance in with whatever product they shoved in here before selling it to me, which is really obnoxious. But I had to tell you guys about it because Overstock is one of those bigger retailers. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't think that was going to happen. That being said, I've also gotten fraudulent products from Walmart.com, not distributed by Walmart.com, but by one of their third-party retailers. But since Overstock is more of a bigger company, I really thought they would be more thorough in their oversight of that, but maybe that's an overplay on their nomenclature. I was using it for a little while, but it does not perform like the real thing. It does not smell like the real thing, and it is just a sad day that I wasted $20 on. Have you guys made any purchases recently that decided against you at the end, or you decided against once you got it home? Let me know in that comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. Are any of these products that you have turned on as well that you've decided don't get to be in your collection? I would love to hear from you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I hope you like this video and subscribe before you go. I hope you keep dreaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.